Hello and welcome. Good to see you all again. I'm Rick.
I'm Nikki.
And this is the weekly roundup. This is where we pretend to be news people and give you the latest theme park news and rumors. Also, I caught you off guard, didn't I?
You did. I wore my glasses so I look smarter.
Hey, that's part of the news anchor look.
That's right.
Plus, at the end of the video, I will attempt to answer some viewer questions. I think we'll start today's video off with a warning.
Oh.
Got an alarm for that one?
No.
Okay.
Haven't worked it out yet.
All right. We'll build that into the budget.
Okay.
But I do have a warning.
Yes.
If you watch a lot of my videos, especially the ones at Universal, you'll see pretty low crowds and low wait times.
Right.
I mainly go during the week.
That's true.
The warning is if you go on the weekends, especially Saturdays,
Ooh.
pretty busy.
Extremely busy based on the times on the app.
I was just there this past Saturday.
Right.
So crowded, which was good. I like to see the park with a lot of energy, a lot of people in having a good time.
Yeah.
The wait times were the longest I've seen in a long time.
Is it because of social distancing too, you think?
I think so. Well, a few things going on.
Okay.
Florida residents now have a deal.
They do.
Buy one ticket, get the rest of the year for free.
That's pretty enticing.
And we're kind of winding up summer. I think a lot of people like, screw it. 2020 sucked. We're going on vacation right now to Universal. At least
true.
a lot of Florida people are doing that.
Yeah.
So the crowds were big, so that led to the long wait times. For example, MIB was like 65 minutes this Saturday. Simpsons 70, Transformers 75. And a lot of it, I think, is due to the social distancing. For example, if everyone's in line to go in on the MIB ride,
Right.
I'm in line, I would get a vehicle all to myself because I'm a party of one.
That's true.
They're not going to cram 5 other people with me.
Right.
So that's, kind of leads to long lines and long wait times.
That's true.
So just be warned. You're watching me on a Tuesday, you're like, oh my God, that looks amazing, I'm going to go. And you show up on a Saturday, it ain't going to look like Tuesday.
Nope.
So,
Saturday is not a Tuesday.
no, it isn't. Now, I guess on to some legitimate news.
Right. This isn't great news either, though. So Universal will be shutting down several hotels on August 21st.
Well, 2 hotels in particular, we should
Right.
say. The Loews Sapphire Falls Resort and the Aventura Hotel will close on August 21st due to the tourism struggles brought on by the pandemic.
So Loews Hotels said it decided to consolidate our hotel operations as we manage through current conditions.
Guests with reservations at either of those 2 hotels, Sapphire Falls or Aventura, they will be accommodated at other Universal hotels. Hopefully you get the Hard Rock. No guarantees. That's just me hoping for you guys. Moving on to some Busch Gardens and SeaWorld news. They decided to postpone the opening of their 2 newest coasters until the year 2021, but it's keeping its holiday events on schedule.
Oh.
Iron Gwazi at Busch Gardens and Icebreaker at SeaWorld were supposed to be 2 of the newest coasters coming to the Orlando-Tampa area this spring, but SeaWorld Entertainment plans to push back the opening dates until 2021. The company did not say when in 2021 those rides would open. Unlike Universal and Disney, SeaWorld Entertainment said they still plan to run modified Halloween and Christmas events. CEO Mark Swanson said, "We're confident we can not only operate these events safely, but we can operate these events profitably."
Swanson added the company could take advantage of the industry's disruption from the pandemic and purchase a hotel or water park that could be converted into a SeaWorld brand.
Well, that's pretty interesting.
Right.
Maybe like a Sesame. Don't they own Sesame Street?
Yeah, they do.
A Sesame Street water park. Who knows?
Do they? I mean,
I think they do. They have a section in the actual park for Sesame Street.
Wow. Okay.
So maybe they'll buy some water park and make it Sesame Street. Who knows? Or something else that they own. How about some Disney World news?
Okay.
They're pretty big in the area. Might as well say what they're up to.
I'm interested. Let's hear
Well, they're going to cut their hours. Under the new fall hours, which will begin on September 8th, after the Labor Day holiday, Epcot will be open from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Disney will adjust the Epcot After 4 annual pass as a result. Those pass holders who have that Epcot After 4 annual pass, they can now enter the park 2 hours earlier, starting at 2 p.m. The 2 p.m. entry won't be a permanent change, as it's only for the days starting September 8th, when Epcot reduces its hours and closes at 7 p.m. The Magic Kingdom, which has been closing at 7 p.m., will end its day an hour earlier, operating from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Despite being the most difficult park to get a reservation for, Disney's Hollywood Studios will also close an hour earlier than before. Its new schedule will be from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Now, Disney's Animal Kingdom, they're going to slice off an hour from both sides of the clock.
Ooh, ouch.
So I think they're going to open now at 9 a.m. and close at 5.
Yep, 9 to 5.
So cutting off hours at both ends. And again, those changes are due to start on September 8th. Earlier this week, Disney announced they will be opening a new COVID-19 testing center on their property. This new testing center will be at Disney's Main Gate office complex, which is located near Disney's Animal Kingdom. This new testing site will offer free testing to employees and their family members, as well as the community at large, and cast members can register for a test at DisneyCovid19test.com, and the public can register at doineedacovid19test.com. Now, the good thing about this testing site being on Disney property, it could open up the possibility for the return of Disney shows.
Really?
Like the Lion King and such.
Okay.
There was a little bit of a conflict between that union group of actors and performers and Disney regarding the safety with COVID and everything.
Gotcha.
So I think this is, even though Disney says they didn't add this because of that negotiation, it will open the door for those actors and performers to come back into the park and start performing.
Oh, well, that's good. That's a positive. Geez, Rick, can you give us some good news? Because, man, this has been fraught with a lot of bad news.
Was it all bad news so far?
Oh, cutting hours and, oh.
Well, if you're a fan of Halloween, I have some good news for you.
Oh, good. Yes, finally some good news.
Busch Gardens Tampa, the return of Howl-O-Scream.
That's awesome.
It's coming back, and it's going to start on September 25th.
Okay.
But it will be modified a bit.
I would imagine it would be.
This Halloween event returns with production modifications, enhanced safety measures, mandatory face mask requirements, limited capacity, and open-air scare zones with physical distancing. There will not be any haunted houses, and admission is required through reservations. Howl-O-Scream is a separately ticketed event that runs from 7 p.m. to midnight on Fridays and Saturdays, as well as 7 to 11 p.m. on Sundays from September 25th to November 1st. And I think single night tickets for that event, Howl-O-Scream, start at $29.99.
That's not bad.
So there we go. A chance to do a Halloween event in 2020.
Oh, exciting.
It doesn't involve cars.
No, and dangerous, situations like that.
If you saw the last weekly roundup, you know what we're talking about.
Exactly.
But we'll see. We have to make a reservation. I have not done that.
Right.
I like to procrastinate just a bit.
Just a little bit.
No haunted houses either.
But I think, take what you can get, right?
We have to take what we can get in 2020.
Yeah.
There can be a guy 6 feet away yelling at us, trying to scare us, I guess. Dressed with a chainsaw.
Well, yeah, exactly.
That's scary no matter what the distance.
The chainsaw noise, yes, exactly. They don't have to be close. Here's a hot story from Universal.
Oh, it's very hot. Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure, actually the day I was there last week, caught on fire. Actually, it was the backstage fire.
Yeah, I was going to say, it wasn't the ride or anything like that. Park guests weren't even in the park yet, supposedly.
Right. So it's been shut down, I think, all this week. They have to order a part.
Oh,
so
wow.
I don't think it's even it's been a few days. I don't think it's back up and running yet.
Little Norbert has been acting up, I swear, backstage, and this is what happens when you let dragons just run around.
I don't know if it was Norbert or some other dragon or if some kid like a Malfoy misused, what is it, Incendio?
That's true.
Maybe a little problem with a spell there went wrong.
Yep, someone's messing with Hagrid.
Sorry, I do not have any rumors for this week.
Aw.
So no rumor alarm.
Nope.
That's the best part of the show. But I just don't make up this stuff. I don't have any rumors. I'm not going to share anything.
Exactly.
I think I'm going to make up a rumor.
No, the real news is bad enough.
Let's just go to the question and answers. Now, if you want to submit a question to me that I may or may not use in one of these videos, or if you want to submit a video suggestion, which I keep that on a spreadsheet. So, sometimes I don't know what to do. I just go through that spreadsheet and I do what you guys want me to do. So you can make a suggestion or ask a question. Go to myricksflix.com. Scroll all the way down to the bottom of the home page. Looking at everything that is along the way. And there's a little spot in there for you to submit a question or a video suggestion.
Perfect. All right, so let's get started.
Okay.
This is from Fred. Is it Fred Weasley?
I don't think so.
Okay, from Fred. Any advice on going to the parks alone by yourself?
Okay. I go to the parks alone by myself.
Yes.
Often now.
Now.
That you're back to work.
Exactly.
Do it. Just go do it. The team members are really friendly. So
yeah.
if you miss talking to people, go chat up some team members or some of the characters.
That's right.
And also, I think it's good if you come with a secondary purpose. For example, just take some awesome pictures. I don't know if you have an IG account, but if you do or you don't, just go around taking pictures. It's kind of a secondary thing for you to do there, and it gives you a little bit of more of a purpose.
Gotcha. And go ahead.
I was going to say, there's a Facebook group.
Yeah, so if you're interested in making friends who are kind of in the same boat as they just like to go to the parks even by themselves, they do have meetups every so often, and the Facebook group is...
Single Riders.
Yep.
I don't know the full name. I'll leave a link to it.
Yeah, we'll put
Single Riders Universal, something like that.
Right, exactly.
And it's not just for single people, okay?
No.
You don't have to be single to go there. It's just for people who are in the park by themselves.
Exactly.
I'll leave a link to it.
All right, the next one is from Valerie. Oh, this one's about me.
Oh.
What's it like to be back at the parks without me?
Oh, how do I answer this? I don't want to get in trouble.
It probably is easier because
Okay, first of all, I
Without me.
am more lonely. And the videos are better with you in them because, you get to share your thoughts and input.
And the banter.
And sometimes we disagree.
Right, a lot. Disagree
No, we
a
don't.
lot.
Not all the time.
We have different opinions, let's just say.
But we do get to banter back and forth. I get to be silly and ridiculous more with you.
That's true.
Now, there are pros and cons to it. There are some pros to being by myself. No offense.
No, I know it because I'm the one that has to live with it when we're filming.
I get to move at my own pace.
Mm-hmm.
I move slower than you do.
Yes.
Nikki acts like she's never been to a theme park. She gets there and boom, she wants to go do.
I am very task-oriented and very driven.
Whereas I like to mosey.
And that drives
And
me
move at my own pace.
insane. I'm like,
So,
let's go.
So I don't. When I'm there by myself, I don't have to worry about you getting frustrated with me taking too long doing stuff.
I'll give you that.
I do move through the park slower without you.
Of course. And then there's things where he'll go back and get something and then go forward and then I go back and then I go forward and I'm like, okay, you've done that 5 times.
Yes. And
I'm
also,
standing here just waiting.
meeting you guys though helps the loneliness because
It does,
I do
I'm
meet a
sure.
lot of people throughout the day.
I get jealous of that though. Not necessarily that he's in the parks because I love my job too, outside of this, but that he gets to meet all you guys and I get to see all the pictures and I'm like,
And sometimes,
and I get bummed. I'm like, oh.
well, sometimes I forget to take pictures.
I know, and
with
then he comes
people.
home telling me all these great stories and I'm like,
I'm getting better though. I'm getting better.
You are. Okay, next one is from Steven. Do you think there is or will be an incentive for those of us who purchased tickets for HHN this year to keep those tickets? Would it be better just to get the refund?
We decided to get a refund
Yeah.
with our Halloween Hornet tickets.
Mm-hmm.
So I would advise the same for you.
Yeah.
Who knows what they're going to offer next year? You probably got the BOGO, but I'm sure next year. I'm not sure. You can't be certain of the future.
No.
But they should be offering the frequent fear passes again, multi-day passes. So
Right.
I would say just get a refund and do something else fun with that money. That's what we did.
Right. Or keep it and then you don't have to pay for it next year. And then you can upgrade it. Just think of it that way. You could upgrade it next year.
Who asked this question?
Steven.
Well, Steven, I hope our differing answers help you. We just told him 2 opposite things to do.
Well, that's the best
Shoot.
part. You can make your own decisions.
Hey, decide if you're Team Rick or Team Nikki.
Hey!
I say return them.
Which is what we did.
We did. That's what we did. We have to advise what we actually did.
We don't have to. Anyway,
All right, next
all right,
question.
this is from Brielle. Ooh, pretty name. She wants to know, how do you think the park's attendance will look during Labor Day weekend? Woo!
I think it's going to be busy. At least
Oh,
Universal and Islands of Adventure, I think it's going to be busy based on the fact that these weekends now are busy.
Yeah, I mean, Volcano Bay too. I mean,
Yeah.
they're the ones that hit. Volcano Bay actually hit capacity.
Again?
Well, more often
Yeah.
than I think even the parks.
I think so, because you don't have to
So-
wear a mask there. I think
Yeah.
it's a big detractor. But weekends are more busy anyway, especially now, like we mentioned earlier in the video, with the Florida residents getting that buy one ticket, get the rest of your free.
Right.
So I think that's going to be a busy weekend.
I think so too. I think we're going we have a resort stay at Disney, so, and we
Yeah.
have reservations, so I think Sunday and Monday we'll be at Disney. But
Right.
it's very possible that we'll be at Universal on
One of
that
those
Saturday.
days. One of those days.
Yeah.
It will be busy.
Yes.
I think it will be.
I think so too. So Tyler wants to know, what's the one thing that you miss most that's gone from both Universal Orlando, or so Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure? What do we miss most? I know
Let's
my
start-
answer.
you missed the Dragon Challenge.
Oh gosh, yes. Dueling Dragons Dragon Challenge, I missed that ride so much. I mean, granted, it was getting really rough at the end, just, really shaky and stuff, but
You would go on that every time we were there.
every single time.
Like
and
multiple times.
yes, I would just walk through the queue. I'd be like, all right, you go film something. I'm just going to go
Yeah.
ride over and over
Yeah.
again. So yeah, I do miss that a lot.
Ooh, that one made me sick. I don't miss that one. I prefer Hagrid's to that.
Okay, so...
What do I miss?
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't miss anything.
Really?
I mean, I wish there was a Back to the Future attraction.
I do
But
too.
that one kind of made me sick too.
Well, see, the thing is it was old and dated anyway, so I get why they kind of got rid of it, but it would have been awesome to have been updated through the years.
Yeah.
And here comes Winnie.
Yeah, we left the door open. We forgot to watch out for the dog.
Here
All right, if
comes-
you hear a little jingle, it's her chain or her collar.
Yeah. Hi, Winnie.
Okay.
Okay, so this is from Lena, wondering if you can check on the Epic site, as they have seen people claiming to have updates.
You know what? Stop right there.
Mm-hmm.
I do miss Jaws.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
Now, it was replaced with an awesome area to the park. That London Diagon Alley. I would choose Diagon Alley over Jaws. That one attraction,
Right.
But I do miss Jaws.
Okay.
Okay, now on to the next question.
Okay, so Lena again was wondering about the Epic site. People have stated that they've seen trucks going in and out, and and she's hoping that it's a good thing for Epic. I hope so too, if that's true.
No, they're still just pushing dirt around. They didn't just walk off the job site. They were finishing up whatever
Okay.
they were doing with laying pipes and pushing dirt around and stuff like that. But no,
Okay.
it is delayed until they going forward for real, until they decide it's a good time to do so.
Gotcha. Okay, this is from Kaden. What rides do you use the virtual line for at Universal Studios?
Okay, so virtual line is hit or miss.
It really
It
is.
all depends on the day. Sometimes, like the Mummy, you'll go first thing in the morning, and the Mummy will be a walk-on, like a standby.
Right.
And then they'll change it to virtual line.
And I will tell you, not to interrupt you, but I have never, ever gotten a virtual line queue for the Mummy. And I've tried so many times. Every time we're there, I always look to see if I can get a virtual line. And I zero.
So you just have to have that Universal app and see what's virtual line and what's standby. Like I said, I was there this past weekend, actually yesterday on Saturday, and it was, the Mummy was virtual line, but like everything else had high standby wait time, so they were not virtual line.
Yeah.
You just got to get into the park and see.
Yeah, it's hit or miss on when
Yeah.
when they start the virtual line, and if you can even get it.
But wait, what is not virtual line anymore is Hagrid's.
I know!
It's just standby. And I was talking to some viewers who were talking to team members,
Yeah.
and they said they did change that because of the glitch in the system that allowed everyone to get
The
tip
glitch in the system.
that I sort of highlighted on many videos. Where
Yeah.
if you're a party of 6, have everyone in your party sign up for a virtual line. That way you can write it 6
Yeah.
times. Well, I think they got wind of that.
I wonder how. I mean, my goodness, he said it enough. I mean,
So.
other people knew other ways and other tricks, but we just didn't share it. That was just a glitch in the system that we took advantage of.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
it was there.
It was there. So bottom line is the virtual line is hit or miss. What's going to be virtual and what's going to be standby.
Yeah. So Charles wants to know, what do you think about Universal Classic Ride Land going at Epic Universe. Rides like Confrontation, Earthquake, Beetlejuice Show, and Jaws.
I've mentioned that before. I would call it like Retro World.
Yeah.
Or Yester World, where they would have like an updated version of Jaws.
Yeah, as long as it's updated.
Yeah, not the original how it was in the old park.
Right.
New technology for rides like Back to the Future and Jaws. Now they already have like a Kong thing now, so they wouldn't have that. But I would like to see, even if they didn't have their own land, you know how Epic is supposed to have that central hub, has spots for standalone rides.
Yeah.
You know, a new up to the date, new technology Back to the Future would probably be my number one thing.
I kind of like it. I think it'd be cool if, as long as it's updated. I know that a lot of us who are big Universal fans for a really long time would love to see something like that.
Yep.
For sure. Okay, this is from Lewis. And what are your thoughts on Primeval World closing permanently?
I had to get a Disney question in there.
That's okay. That's good.
I do occasionally do Disney videos.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? I really don't care.
Really?
But I know you and the girls, you have memories
I
of
do.
that ride with our girls. So
I do. I mean, because like we used to just giggle and laugh the whole time we were on it. I mean, just because you're spinning and bumping into each other and, you know, going up. I mean, I think it's sad that it's gone. I mean, I'd love it for it to be like rethemed and kept. But then again, it felt kind of carnival-esque and, you know, county fair.
Which
feeling.
I think that area of the park was kind of supposed to have that vibe anyway.
Exactly, and it definitely achieved that vibe. But I mean, I have really good memories of taking my daughters on there, so and just having a great time. So I'm kind of sad.
I only went on it for like vlogging purposes. He
made us ride it.
I never went on it for my own personal enjoyment. So I'm not gonna miss it at all.
And again, this is where we're opposite, right? Well, we're not that opposite. Yes, we are. All right, here we go.
Last question.
Yes, this is the last one. And this one is from Cherie. Is there any way you can buy pass holder items online or call the park to purchase them? For pass holders that live far off, and they should offer some way to buy UOAP seasonal items. And there is a way.
Well, for pass holder stuff, you think?
I've never tried it, but you know what? Go ahead and give it a shot, and if it works, let us know.
That's what I was going to say. We know, like, there's a number, and we'll put the number up on the screen. We'll tell you the number that you can call, like, for Harry Potter stuff.
Yes, and people have been successful, so we know it works.
Yeah, whether or not it works for UOAP stuff, you know, merchandise, I don't know, but you might as well try.
Yeah, there's no harm in trying and asking if you specifically know what you want.
Yep, and I'm sure you'll just have to probably give your pass holder number.
Yeah.
Back of your card.
Yeah, exactly.
All they can say is no.
So the number is 1-888-762-0820. Call now. Why do I feel like I'm like from the 70s and 80s?
What are we doing? We're like QVC now.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, we're helping out Universal with their merchandise selling.
Yeah, I bet they're like, wow, why are we getting
such an uptick
phone calls for Harry Potter stuff now?
Exactly.
Well, that was another fun video pretending to be news anchors. Did you have a good time?
I did. Bad news, but some positives in there, so.
Well, I try to entertain.
Well, we appreciate that.
And with all that being said,
don't miss the magic, don't miss the fun.
Thanks for watching Rick's Flicks, and now it's time to relax.